Hello everyone, and this is the third devlog of my first commercialized game called Quackadia. The last time you saw it, it probably looked a little bit like this. And there were three major things that I added to the game, which was an inventory system, a health system, and bees. Because I did say in the last devlog that I would add animals, and technically speaking, bees are animals. But I hope to add more animals in the next devlog. So the first thing we're going to get into is the inventory system. This took probably the longest out of everything I did in this devlog so far. Because, I don't know, it's just very complicated. At first, I tried to do it on my own, and that didn't work. So I looked at a whole bunch of tutorials, and that also was too complicated, so it didn't work for me. And I asked AI, but it's AI, so that didn't work either. And then finally I tried it on my own again, and it's a bit of a messy job, but I got it done. And it's probably not the most optimal way, but it's there now. I basically just used a black box and created whatever inventory icon I put in there and just have different animations for it. And when I put something there, I move it off to the right, and when it gets to a certain X position, it comes back to the beginning. And if that makes sense, that's what I did. The second thing that I added was a health system, and this was pretty easy to add. It took like 5 seconds, maybe a little more. That's kind of exaggerating, but it was really quick. I will change the art. It's placeholder right now. I just got it from the asset store, and I just set it to an object variable, and whenever he gets hit or something, I bring down the variable, which brings down the health bar. So that was pretty simple. The last thing that I added in this devlog was bees, because as I said in the last devlog, I would add animals, which, yeah, bees are bugs, but they're technically animals. So I added those because they were the simplest animal I could think of. But I will add actual animals in probably the next devlog. Right now, the bees don't really have a brain, so they're kind of random and stupid, because the computer randomly picks a flower to go to. Once they go to that flower, they come back to the hive for a few seconds and go back out. And in the next devlog, I'll make it when you destroy the hive, it'll drop honey, maybe, so that there's a purpose for the bees and not just for aesthetic. So that's basically all of what I added for this devlog, and subscribe so you can be one of the first people to see the next devlog, and hit the notification bell so it notifies you when it comes out, and it'll probably be around 2 weeks. That's not an exact number, but subscribe. God bless. Have a good day.